Okay. All right, so we're going to get started on our back today. You can extend your legs or bend your knees, whichever feels more comfortable here. And then we'll take one hand to the belly and one hand to the chest. I'll break this guy. Okay, one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. And just noticing your breath here. Your chest expanding. Start deepening the breath with your inhale a little bit longer, feeling your chest expanding. And your exhale a little bit longer, feeling your belly dropping. Open the arms out to the sides, cactus arms, big breath in. Hold it in. And let it out. Now extend your legs if you haven't already. Reach the arms up and overhead. Take a big breath in. Hold it in. And draw the knees as you exhale. Exhale all the air up. Send your legs again, arms up and overhead, big breath in. And knees in. Good, and then extend the legs up toward the ceiling. And you're gonna reach your hands up toward the ceiling as well, separate feet, and take some ankle and wrist rolls. And then change your direction. Now you're going to take your shins and calves in circles. So the circle is happening at the level of the knees. And then you're going to do the same thing with your forearms. So don't worry if it looks kind of awkward. Just do what you can here. Just think of moving your elbow joints and your knee joints. And then change the direction of the circles. Again, if your brain allows you to do that. Right, and then we'll take circles at the hip joint now. So just taking your knees and big circles in opposite direction. And then change the direction of the circles. Good. And then lift your head up, take your hands under your head, and then continue with these hip circles here. And then moving the knees just a little bit farther away from your chest to engage your core. Good, and change the direction of the circles. All right, and now we're going to roll up and down the spine a couple times. Cross your ankles and make your way into a forearm plank. So your feet are going to go back behind you. Forearm plank. Pull the toes under and hold here. All right, release the knees down. Take the hands back toward the knees. Reach the arms up and look ahead. Inhale. Have your knees about hip distance here. Exhale, hands behind your head, hips to heels. Inhale up, hands behind your back, your head, your back. Lower. A couple more. Reach the hands forward. Make your way to downward facing dog. Box up here. Downward facing dog. Bending the knees one at a time. And then walk the feet forward towards your hands. Bend your knees deeply. And make your way back onto your belly. Legs up again. Ankle and wrist rolls. Here. Get your knees and your elbows. Change direction. All right, and then hands behind your head. Good. This time you're going to do your hip circles. You're going to extend the legs as you reach them away from you. Okay. So if they're at a vertical, it'll be a little bit less intense, obviously, than if they're at a horizontal. So find the level that works for you. Make sure your low back stays rooted to the floor. So you're using your core muscles. Now you're not pulling on the back muscles. Okay, and then we'll change the direction of the circles. All right, and then roll up and down the spine. Same, cross the ankles, and then reach your feet back into plank. On your forearms. Keep breathing, firm your thighs. All right, knees back down, hands back towards your knees, reach them. Arms up and go ahead. And release down. Reaching up. And down. Up. And down. Hands forward, downward dog. Bending the knees again. And then walk the feet forward. Bend the knees, back onto your back. Hands behind your head. Lower your left leg. Keep your right leg straight. Hold here. So make sure you can hold this in a sustainable way. So low back rooted to the floor. And then lift your left elbow towards your right leg. Legs up, inhale. Exhale, lower your right leg. Hold it. And then lift your right elbow towards your now. Exhale. Hold. Breath. And then elbow to knee. Back, yeah. And then one more time on your side. Inhale up. Some breath. Elbow to knee. Lower. Breath. Elbow to knee. And roll up and down the spine. Right, cross the ankles back into plank. And then jump it back. And then come down onto your elbows. All right, this time, instead of going into plank right away, we're going to take our left forearm to the parallel to the front of your mat, and then make your way into a plank here, into a side plank. Okay. If this is too much, you can take your right foot here for support. If you want a bit more, you're going to reach your right arm by your ear, and then take your elbow to your knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Feel your left side firing up here. Elbow to knee. Okay, let's do a couple more. Oop, I'm collapsing and then release back onto hands and knees. Walk the hands back toward your knees, push the arms up. Take the hands behind your head and exhale. Release down, hands behind your back. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right. And then to the other side, so you're going to take your right forearm parallel to the front of your mat, extending your legs and pivoting onto the outer edge of the right foot. The left foot can come forward or stay here. Left arm by your ear if you're going a little farther. And then elbow to knee. Extend. Exhale. Inhale. Make sure your shoulder is above your right elbow. All right, one more. And then come back onto hands and knees. Walk the hands back toward the knees. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Hands behind your head. Exhale, hands behind your back. Lower. Inhale. Exhale. And exhale. All right. And reach the hands forward, downward dog. And pause here. Nice deep breath. Nice deep breath. All right. Good. You separate your feet nice and wide. Walk the hands back towards your feet. Pull all the way up so your feet are wide. Reach the arms up and overhead. Inhale. Good. Open your toes out. Exhale. Swing the arms underneath you. Inhale up. Exhale. Good. Continue like this at your own pace for a moment. Listen to your breath. Pause at the top. All right. And then release the hands down. Walk the Hands forward, walk your back into downward facing. Right leg up. Then bend your right knee here. Just a moment. Lift your right knee up. Draw the right knee towards your chest. Upright. Step the right foot forward. Left knee drops down. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Hands behind your head. Exhale, release the hands down and back into downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the left knee. Lift your left knee. So you're picking your hips, but you're working on lifting the left knee. It's going to stretch your quad. And then left knee forward, plank. And then stepping your left foot forward, lunge. Right knee down, inhale. Arms up, hands behind your head. And exhale, release. Plank pose. Hold it. And then lower knees, chest to the floor. 3 rounds of cobra. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Up. And then back into downward. Right leg up, bend the right knee. Lift your right knee up as you open your hips. And then move forward, right knee towards your right elbow. And then reach it back. Down dog splits. And then right foot forward lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Hands behind your head. All right, we're going to lift the back knee, so curl the toes under the back foot. And then reach the arms back and you lift the back knee. Chest down towards your right thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, high lunge. Exhale, fold forward, arms back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release your left hand to the floor. Right arm up. Good. Release. Step back, downward dog. Big breath in. Let it out. Left leg up. Bend the left knee. So again, usually I tell you open your head. Yeah, I want you to just lift the knee up and then feel your hips opening. And then shift forward into plank, knee towards your elbow. And then reach it back. And then in between the hands, lunge. Reach the arms up and overhead. Hands behind your head. Good. And then curl the toes under the back foot, lift the back knee, arms back behind you, shift forward, shift your chest forward. Up, inhale, arms high. Exhale, arms back. Up. Lower. Up. And lower, hands down, left arm up. Twist. Good. Release. Step back, plank pose. And lower all the way down. You take the hands by your shoulders onto fingertips. Inhale, shoulders back, lift up. Exhale. Hands to the outsides of your mat, same thing onto fingertips. Up. Release. And hands in front of your mat. Lift up. And release. Push back downward dog. Big breath in. And lay it out. All right, right leg out, then right knee. Big thing, lift your right knee high. Good. Right knee towards your left elbow. So you're kind of twisting to get there. And then reach it back. And then forward in between the hands. Lunge. Rise up and overhead. Hands behind your head. This time, interlacing the fingers behind your head and gently leaning back. Head into the hands. Open your elbows out. Good. And then release the hands behind your back as you lift your back knee. Same thing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms up. Up. Back. All right, and up. This time you're going to shift forward onto your right foot and grab hold of your left foot behind you. Your quad stretch here. Grab hold of the foot with both hands if you can. Try to have your knees somewhat aligned. And then lifting the left heel toward the transition for warrior 3, extending your left leg behind you. And then for warrior 2, opening your arms out to the sides. Good. Inhale, arms out. Straightening the front leg. Exhale, warrior 2, and hold it here. We take 5 breaths. So you can go just a little bit deeper. Make sure your right knee is right above the ankle. Roll the shoulders back. And extending. Now reach your arms up and overhead. We're both feet parallel. Draw the heels in. And as you exhale, simply lower your arms and touch your palms together at the bottom. And as you inhale, reach your arms up, touch the palms at the top. And then continue like this. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Up. Lower. Good. Inhale up. Warrior 2. And then reverse. Right arm up. Touch down. Downward facing dog. Left leg up and the left knee. Lift your left knee nice and high. All right. And then draw the left knee towards your right elbow. Shift forward. It might not touch it. That's really fine. You just want to kind of find that twist and direction. And then reach your left foot back. And then step it all the way between the hands. Right knee drops down. Inhale, arms up. Hands behind your head. Interlacing the fingers. And releasing your head into your hands, opening the elbows out. Good. release the hands behind you, lift the back knee. Inhale, high lunge, up. Exhale, fold. Up. And fold. All right, up. And then shift forward, grab hold of your right foot. Come into your quad stretch balance here. So again, remember to keep your knees somewhat aligned. Notice the position of your hips here. Try to have your hips above your left ankle. Right. So notice when we pull the right foot, there's a tendency for the hips to kind of want to tilt back, right? So try to move your hips forward a little bit. Good. And then extending into warrior three. And then step back, warrior two. Good. Inhale, arms up, straightening the front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Hold it here, 5 breaths. Look in the space in front of your left hand. Try to clear your mind. There's nothing you need to think about right now. Simply being in your body. Arms up and overhead, bring both feet parallel. Draw the heels in. Exhale, palms together down. Inhale up. Close your eyes here if you'd like to draw the attention inside. Down. Good. Up. Open in warrior two. Reverse. And down. And last side if you like. And we'll meet in downward dog. Big breath in. Let it out. Inhale, right leg up and the right knee. Lift up. And then right knee towards your chest and hovering. Step it all the way forward, drop your left knee down. Hands behind your back. Interlacing the fingers there. All right, so we've been taking a lot of these little lunges. So I want you to see if you can go a little bit deeper into your lunge. That means lower your hips a little bit more. And the way to do this is to widen your stance so you can shift your right foot forward. Just make sure your right knee is above the right ankle or taking your left knee back. If it's uncomfortable, double up your mat on your knee. Good, and then here opening the chest, shoulders back. Good, and then keep your hands where they are. Maybe shift your left knee just a little bit forward. You're gonna lift your back knee and come into a high lunge. All right, and then releasing the arms up and overhead. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. If your right leg is a little tired, you can straighten it for a moment, reaching the arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, bend the knee and take your arms back behind you. We'll do that one more time. Okay. And then here, pause, straightening the arms, straightening the front leg. And so you can descend your back heel a little bit closer to the floor. All right, and then shift forward. This time you're going to take your left ankle on top of the right knee. Bend your right knee. Take your hips back. And fold here for your hip opener. And in a way that activates that outer left hip. Right, coming back up for warrior 3. Extending your left leg. And then back for warrior 2, arms out to the sides. Good. Straightening the front leg. Reverse warrior. Exhale, swing your right arm in front of you. Come into a modified side angle. It's really stretching the left side of the body here as much as you can. And then we reverse again, straightening the front leg. Exhale. One more time. Good, and then both arms out. Draw the heels in and just send your hands to your knees. Good. Inhale here, shoulders down. Exhale, move one shoulder forward. The other shoulder back and look back. Inhale up. Switch. Up. Switch. One more. And switch. And then release the hands down, bring both parallel. And hold here. All right, inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, turn to the front of your mat with your right foot. Double up your mat here. And then release your left knee to the floor again into a lunge. All right, so scoop your left knee as far as you can. And then lift your left foot off the floor. So you can hang here. You can also have your hands on top of your right knee. And just here. If you want to take this farther, you're going to move your left forearm onto your left leg and reach back to grab hold of the foot with your right hand. You can also have your left hand onto the floor. Okay, we'll release that. Lift the back knee. And then step back. Through vinyasa or mat. Two more breaths in downward dog or jump back. And the other side, left leg up, then the left knee. Left knee nice and high. Left knee towards your chest, come forward. And then step in between the hands, right knee drops down. Again, remember to take your right knee a little further back than you have so far. Start feeling your psoas plexus opening, and then interlace the fingers behind your back. So you want to move your shoulders back and your hips forward and down. And then curl the toes under the back foot. Maybe shift your right knee forward a little bit. And then make your way to high lunge. All right, releasing the arms, straightening the front leg. If you need to, you're reaching the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, bend the knee, arms back. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, lower back. High. And back. All right, and then high. Palms together, extend the arms. And then here, so if you can send your right heel a little further back. And extend through the sides of the legs at the same time. And forward, hands at the chest. Right ankle on top of the left knee. Over thigh, and then take the hips back. All right, warrior 3. Warrior 2. Reverse. Left arm up. Stretch the left side and then exhale. Stretch your right side. Reverse. Side angle. Reverse. Side. And we'll come back, bring both feet parallel. Draw the heels in, release your hands to your knees. And then moving one shoulder forward, look back. Up. Switch. Up. Switch. Make sure your knees stay open here. Switch. And then releasing the hands down. Look parallel. Fold forward, relax. Okay, so this is the resting pose. You can bend your knee if you need to. Just like relax in the pose. Lengthening into a flat back. Quarter turn to the front of your mat. Double up your mat. Descending your right knee to the floor. Show you from the side. All right, so really scoot that right knee as far back as you can. And then bend. As you bend, and you try to roll at the very top of the left, of the right knee. Right? As you bend your right leg, roll at the top of the knee. Okay? And then make your way up. You can have a forearm reaching back, or you can have the hand down to reach back. If you can't reach back, just keep your leg bent here because it's going to be a really nice stretch for your body. And then taking your last vinyasa, if you like. And once you're done with your vinyasa, you're gonna step or jump your feet forward in the front of your mat, and then make your way all the way up to your back. Okay. All right. So we're going to continue with stretching a little bit the quads and the hips. So you're going to take your feet up a little bit. Grab hold of your left foot with your right hand behind your right knee. All right. So think of pigeon pose with your left knee here. You're going to move your left knee forward toward the left corner of your mat. And then I have my right heel next to my bottom. But if it gets too intense, you can move your right heel, left heel a little bit away from the bottom. Okay. And then from here, sending your right foot onto the floor. And then now allowing yourself to really relax into the pose, right? So your body's kind of holding up at first. See if you can just let it just melt to the floor. That's when the intensity might arise. And that's okay. Just breathe through it. And see if you can, with each breath, allow that, especially that left leg, to release toward the floor. Slowly release your left foot from under there and put it on top of your right thigh. Pick up your right foot, interlace the fingers behind the right leg. Now we're moving to that hip opener. Remember, when you move your legs just a little bit to the right, you get more intensity. Make sure you keep your left knee away from you. All right, release. I'll take that to the other side. Lift your feet, grab hold of your right foot with your left hand. Move your right knee forward. So be mindful of not having your right knee sticking out of your mat. You want to actually have it extending as from your hip up, right, toward the end of your mat. Unwind, right ankle on top of the left. Okay, release that. Then we'll take a quick twist here. So twist of your choice, knees together or knees crossed or one leg extended. About 3 breaths on each side. And then back to center. Anything else that feels good here, feel free to honor your body and then make your way into your final resting pose. When you're there, take a nice deep breath in and let it out through the mouth. Just enjoying some of the practice. Begin to deepen the breath, wiggling the toes, reaching the arms up and overhead. Rolling out to your side and making your way up into seated position. Up, hands together in front of the chest. And then giving thanks to one for showing